Yo, Joe! It's another cartoon commentary, and we are joined today by Gazz and Xaz. Thanks for coming back for another one of these, guys. And we're also
Thanks for having
joined
us
by
back.
the Slaughter daughter, Kelly. Welcome back to Cartoon Commentary.
Hi.
And now I can proudly say everybody here has met the Sarge. Some of us more often than others. I finally got to meet G.I. Joe America's Hero, Sergeant Slaughter, at Hamilton Comic Con this past week, and it was awesome. And before we went on, I was just telling Kelly how awesome your dad is at these things. He is so nice, but also the whole everything around, like the flag, the posters, the prints, the toys. It is a larger than life experience meeting Sergeant Slaughter. So tip of the hat to the Sarge for doing it right.
Thank you. I will make sure that he knows that.
And I'm looking forward to meeting him again and going out to the clutch, this time in the States. They'll have to scrape me off. They'll have to put me in an itty bitty ditty bag. I'll be out so cold, just starfish on the ground. And today we're taking a look at G.I. Joe and the Golden Fleece. So you can watch this for free on YouTube with lots of commercials if you don't have premium. I believe it's still up on Tubi too. All the old G.I. Joe episodes are on Tubi, as well as Renegades is up on Tubi. So you can go over there as well. But we're all synced up at the 0 mark. I'm going to give you the countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. And when I'm saying play, you're pressing play. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, play. I feel like we've watched this intro lots of times, and there's always something new we notice when we watch it. Like,
Oh yeah.
Sci-Fi, was it Sci-Fi takes Overdrive? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Taking Overdrive and Cup.
I want to cosplay as Monkey Wrench and get Sarge to just clock me.
Oh, I also wanted to mention, picked up this t-shirt at the convention designed by Kelly. Very, very nice design on it. It says Sergeant Slaughter on the back as well.
You. Yes. I designed that for his 65th birthday surprise. We gave those out as favors to everyone that came.
Oh, that's awesome. Xaz, are you getting a tattoo of this on your arm, or maybe on your chest like Gung Ho?
I've got it on the chest now. Yeah,
Already?
it's all. Yeah, it really itches, but it's you can barely see it through the hair. It's like he's got a mustache and a beard and bushy eyebrows. It doesn't really show the art quite like it should be.
A couple plugs before we. Sorry.
Looks like Bigfoot.
It does. I got to shave around it to really emphasize the artistic nature of it.
Just some plugs before we get too deep into this. Gazz and Xaz, you can check them out on Xazyl's Clubhouse over on YouTube. Links are going to be down there. And Kelly has her own YouTube channel too. It's Slaughter Daughter. So check out her channel too. She's got chats with her dad on there as well. So check out those YouTube channels.
Thank you.
Kelly, did your dad ever tell you about the time he went back in time to ancient Greece?
He did not, but he did tell me a little bit about some behind the scenes stuff.
Ooh.
Are you able to share any of that, or is it top secret, classified?
Yeah. Well, basically, he just said that he had it written in his contract that he got to preview the script and of all shows, of the movie, everything. And he could go in and change anything that he wanted because he wanted to make sure that the character that he created was like copacetic through the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
If that makes sense.
Creative control then.
Yes, he had creative control.
So before Hulk Hogan, Sarge did it first.
Yes.
Well, Sarge at least did it good.
I was gonna say you did it better. Yeah.
That's right.
I wonder if Sarge negotiated with Buzz when Buzz was writing the G.I. Joe movie script. You know, okay, Nemesis Enforcer can give me a couple shots here. I'll do the job for him with the starfish on the face earlier in the movie, but then later on I squash him. I get to give like 18 elbows and throw him into a
No less than 18 elbows.
I imagine the negotiation was eventually Sarge getting Buzz in the Cobra clutch and Buzz going, "You got it, Sarge, you got it." Buzz is writing in the clutch.
I'll
I've
say
already
this as
seen my
a
dad and my mom on this show.
What's that?
What's that?
I've already seen my dad and my mom in the episode.
Oh, where's your mom in here?
oh Baroness.
There it is.
Oh,
As a Transformers fan, it's really interesting to hear voices that you are familiar with, like Prowl and Duke. But I think the one that really throws me off is Slipstream. Sounds so much like Bumblebee that I can only see Bumblebee when I hear Slipstream.
Yeah, Dan Gilvezan, the great.
Oh yeah.
So interestingly, like I remember Sarge being in a lot of these. I guess it's technically season 2. It'll always be season 3 to me because it ran alongside the Transformers season 3. But
Right.
I remember Sarge being in a lot more than he actually was. So we did Ninja Holiday. Zaz, me and you did that one, and then My Brother's Keeper. He's heavily featured in that one. He's in the Arise Serpentor Arise 5-parter, which Kelly joined me for one of those. And then there's this G.I. Joe and the Golden Fleece, and I think that's it for his appearances in the G.I. Joe cartoon under Sunbow.
Mm. I think we think of him as being in more episodes because he would introduce a lot of those episodes.
There you go. That's what
so-
it is. The little the bookmarks, bookends.
Right, the live stuff. Yeah.
Oh, there's Mama Slaughter. So there's the MacGuffin. Almost every episode has a MacGuffin everyone's after, and this thing right
Was
here
that
has,
my dad with a gun? Sorry, did you happen to see
He
that? Was
has.
that my dad with a gun?
he has
He will
used it in
often.
a lot of episodes.
He will get rid of them though. In every episode that the Sarge has, he'll start with a gun and then he'll get rid of it in favor of, like the wrestling moves or one-on-one combat. But he might start off with a gun. But you'll see very often. I think in every single Sarge appearance, he will start with a gun and then ditch it. Maybe that was in his clause too. It's like if you're going to give me a gun, make sure I get rid of it very quickly. I don't need it. He's got
Yeah.
the slaughter cannon.
He never
There you
shoots anyone either. I mean, no one ever shoots anyone. The closest they come is shooting a
Nah.
gun out of someone's hand. But usually Sarge will just turn it around and use it as a bat to clubber somebody with. But yeah, I remember going back and watching these years later and being surprised because I could have sworn Sarge never uses a gun in this. I mean, when he first shows up, he jumps off a tank and then starts beating the robots up with his fists, right?
Yeah.
So I did a little mashup on Instagram that went a little viral. It got, I think, over 1 million views, plays. And it's Sarge fighting the bats to Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. And there's quite a few comments
good.
that were like, why did he jump out of a tank to beat up an army of robots?
He doesn't need the tank.
Cartoon.
It's a vessel to get from point A to point B. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he didn't want to scratch the paint.
Yeah.
There's the man. He towers over everyone. You're surprised I went to college. That's a great line. That's really cool to learn that Sarge had some actual creative input or at least creative control. Because a lot of performers give me what to say. I don't care. They don't care, right? But that's really cool that he was able to say, no, I'm not going to do that. That goes against my, what I want associated with the character. It always goes back to when someone saw him at a restaurant and he wasn't in the getup. He might have been having dinner with you and the rest of your family. And he had, I don't know if it was a wine or something, but he saw a kid seeing, oh my God, Sergeant Slaughter. And he wouldn't drink the wine or whatever it was because, nope, I'm on duty right now. And that level of commitment to being, children's hero is very rare in the industry.
Is this
Living the gimmick.
does this episode take place before that one where the Strato Viper and Slipstream episode? Like, what's her name? Raven?
I don't know.
yeah.
Email Stratus of it.
I don't know in the timeline, but that's one of the final episodes.
Because the pilot piloting Mindbender's Light Raven is female.
Yep.
I'm going to choose to believe it's the same person. I just like that Sarge voiced his own character as opposed to everyone else in the Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling.
Yeah. And that would have been so good with the actual wrestlers doing their voices, like Roddy Piper, and maybe Andre would have been a little hard to understand.
Yeah. True. Oh, he was a good actor though.
Andre?
Yeah.
Andre was fantastic.
Was
did you ever get to meet Andre, Kelly?
No, he's the one that if I could meet any wrestler, dead or alive, it would be Andre. And not because he was a wrestler, because he was Fezzik in Princess Bride.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies.
It is.
Your dad met Andre.
Oh yeah, they were friends. My mom met Andre. They spent some time at his house, at Andre's house, and my mom said that like the faucet, to turn the faucet on, she had to go like this.
They think he's Heracles, so they've gone back in time here to ancient Greece, and the Greeks think that Sarge is Hercules.
He just walks walking up with a timber in his hands and just drops it and goes, yeah.
Kelly, I was going to say, I've seen some pictures of Sarge versus Andre. I don't think any video footage of it exists, but there's some pictures, and Andre made the Sarge look like a private. Like Sarge is actually like, oh my God, I'm getting killed here.
Yes. They wrestled quite a few times, and my dad, he says you didn't body slam Andre unless Andre wanted you or let you body slam him. And so my dad had body slammed him a few times, but it was not televised, and so everyone thinks it was Hogan that did it first, but it wasn't.
Yeah. That's amazing. I bet when Sarge body slammed Andre, it was just like that tree. He held him over his head, dumped him, and then did the double body.
Yeah. And then everyone was cheering Hercules. It was great.
Are they attacking Troy?
Which one's Troy?
Maybe. How different
would
would have been
right?
if you got the Hercules gimmick instead of the Sergeant Slaughter gimmick.
With the toga.
I'm thinking the chains like Hercules Hernandez.
See, Baroness didn't mind being front and center when charging into battle, unlike Cobra Commander, which would be very far behind.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Kelly, what do you think of Mindbender's getup? The cape and
he looks just like Iron Sheik.
Yeah, it does.
I love the little, what is it called? Manacle?
The monocle,
yeah.
Monocle, yeah.
I wonder if it's prescription.
He's got what a wrestler would call gimmick overload. He's got the monocle, the mustache, the cape, the bare chest, the suspenders, the codpiece, the bald head. It just never ends with him.
What is he holding up with his suspenders?
Where'd they get the claws from? Well, they must have been in the hydrofoils, right?
Oh yeah.
The animation is actually pretty good on this episode. Plus, you...
I love that Sarge knows his ancient Greek history.
He's well read.
What's going on? Quick,
he went
ask
to college.
He went to college.
I like that they put logs underneath that tomahawk to make it a boat.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah.
I want one of those flying machines.
Yeah, right?
Cobra claws. It'd be handy for getting you working back.
Right?
Even though the jet powered, they sound like they're just gliders, right?
Mm.
I feel like we were all sold a bit of a. Oh no, Sarge goes into the drink.
He's okay. It's all right.
Like when
Hey,
I
he
was
went to college.
he went to college, he
He learned to swim.
I feel like when we were little, we were sold a bill of goods. Like we're supposed to have
Mm.
jetpacks by now, right? And
Yeah.
flying cars.
As-
Right?
Who was that dude on the cliff?
Oh, you'll see him again.
At least we have social justice. that
What a trade-off.
Yeah.
I kind of want a jetpack.
Yeah.
I don't know. The trouble bubbles, I think, are a little bit cooler than the jetpacks.
Face down in the water.
He's got hair.
The sunglasses.
Yeah, he's got hair.
Wow.
Still got the glasses.
That might have been in the contract. That might have been part of the creative control.
Never lose the shades.
Sarge still had a good quaff going at this point.
It's not enough people for the Sarge. This is easy.
Oh my god! Beating him with a club. This sequence is awesome. You're gonna love this, Kelly.
This is great.
He knows everything.
Someone that's taller than Sarge, though. You don't see that very often.
He's wearing stilts. It's a lie.
That's what it is, yeah. Platform sandals.
Actually, watching this, I kind of want to see like Clash of the Titans, but take out what's his name and put in Sarge.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Does he need Medusa's head to beat the Kraken?
For 8 years.
It could still happen.
Something tells me Sarge is going to get through that challenge pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Hide the tomahawk. Why don't they just put some shrubs on it? It could be the new Hedge Force tomahawk.
You know what? Cartoons also. That's the original Hedge Force. Cartoon sold me on the idea that you could hide in a bush. I tried jumping in a bush once, and I just got met with sticks and branches. So it did not work.
Look, it's Hedge Force. It's Hedge Force Beachhead, Leatherneck, and wetsuit.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a hedge. They can be re-released as Hedge Force.
We've seen it. That'll be the thumbnail. Hedge Force.
That's Beach Force.
Is it just me, or
tomahawk right there?
Has a tomahawk gained more logs under it?
It did.
It's getting waterlogged.
All right, Sarge.
Ellie, look.
Waterlogged. I get it.
Oh, he's going to be cleaning up the stables
in his own fashion.
He's gonna dig.
The
Only Sarge can do this.
The Sarge doesn't clean up duty.
Damn right.
He can also double as the Grim Reaper if he takes a day off.
Brilliant.
That's doing it.
That's how you do it.
You ever do this at home, Kelly? With the
yeah, all the time.
The garage.
Now that's strength.
No, see, the guy's shorter now. Look, see?
Yeah. He compressed some vertebrae when he put him down.
This is the stuff Super 7 could come out with.
Like the Greek army.
Yeah, why not?
I'm all in.
I want the
I'm
windshield.
going to start calling my dad Hercules.
Yeah, see if it catches on.
This was probably his idea. I bet he was talking to Chuck Dixon and said, "You know what? I should be Hercules."
Oh man, I would have loved a whole series of Sarge going back in time and then
hell yeah.
Thinking he is different historical figures.
Now I know the Golden Fleece I know the Golden Fleece is a historical or mythological thing, but why don't they just call this one G.I. Joe and the Golden Coil? Because that's what they have. They've got a coil.
True.
Sarge probably told them, "You're gonna call it the Golden Fleece."
Yeah.
They had superior numbers. They had superior technology, and they ran away because, of course, they have the Sarge. Oh, he's not there.
Not yet,
I love
but
the
they can
Vipers.
sense
I
it.
love the Vipers. Look at them.
Yeah, but how cool are the trouble bubbles?
Trouble balls are awesome. Like Cobra's
That's a
numbers just keep
mustache.
multiplying. Like they're not even. They didn't
Yeah,
come
their
in with
motor
that
pool
many
is
guys.
increasing.
Yeah, Joe's weapons empty out, but not Cobra's. Oh, they can't do the Sarge, man.
Here he comes. With the Greek army.
The Spartans.
That's
Damn
awesome.
King
This is
Leonidas is in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, King
No,
Slaughter.
that is King Leonidas right there. King Slaughter.
King Slaughteritis.
Can we redo 300? With Sergeant Slaughter, please?
How much better would 300 have been if instead of Gerard Butler, it was Sergeant Slaughter?
Damn right.
Oh yeah.
Putting the
I'm
Cobra
gonna
clutch
put
on
you in a
Xerxes.
teeny bag.
Calling the messenger puke before he kicked him down the hole.
Damn right.
Yes. I am Slaughter.
He would have press slammed him into the hole. And then did the double buy. All right, they're back in normal current time. And that sounds like the Bionic $6 million man Bionic.
It does, doesn't it?
They should have done that. A Sergeant Slaughter, Colonel Steve Austin crossover.
Oh wow.
I'd
Ooh,
watch
yeah.
that.
The Bionic Sarge.
Sarge would rip Austin's arm off and beat him over the head with it, literally.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, it was just a baby.
It's a baby saucer.
This is an example of an episode that Sarge isn't in from beginning to end, like Brothers Keeper and Ninja Holiday. But he really does steal the episode by,
Yeah.
being
Where
Hercules.
is he? He's not there? Where is he? Did he stay in the past?
He'll catch up with him later.
No, he must have come back because I just met him.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, he was there because he's standing next to Lady J.
I was going to say, yeah, because I just met him this past weekend. He must have come back to
I was going to say, did Doc Brown convert his Triple T into a time travel machine?
Unless he didn't come back and he just stayed alive.
The whole time.
Yeah.
The flag is reversed. What's going on?
Sarge just put his hands on his hips and go, I'm not dying. I'm sticking around. He decides to be immortal.
Oh, it said Bob Remus, didn't it?
Oh, really? Hey, that's
Did
supposed
it?
to be classified.
I'm going to go back and look.
Yeah, I'm looking again too.
Oh.
Yeah, it does. It says right there. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Well, that is a ton of fun watching an old childhood hero just be Hercules. And it must be extra special and fun for Kelly because that's her dad. That's not just,
Yep,
you're
Bob Remus.
That's classified. I got to blur that out.
Yeah.
Well, after the biography, everyone knows, and everyone calls him Bob now.
Kelly,
dear.
Did you ever watch this when you were a kid?
I did watch G.I. Joe, the episodes that my dad were in, but I was so young, like I really don't remember them. So that was really like me watching that for the first time because I don't remember watching it.
It'd be wild to see.
I definitely remember the movie because I feel like I watched that more because we had it on tape. So I was able to watch it more than the episodes because we didn't have, you couldn't stream stuff back then.
Right.
We'll have to do the movie someday with you.
Oh.
I did it not too long ago. Well, maybe it was long ago. Everything is blending together for me. But I actually did the commentary with Buzz Dixon, who wrote the movie. But I would love
Oh wow, that's awesome.
to do one with the Slaughter Daughter as well. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right. Well, that's G.I. Joe and the Golden Fleece. That was what was your favorite part of that episode, Kelly?
My favorite part was probably when they thought he was Hercules and they kept calling him Hercules. Like, that was fun. I didn't even realize that until you had reached out to me about doing this. And I was like, when I read it, I was like, they think he's Hercules? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe your
yeah.
dad never told you he traveled back in time. I mean, he's fought a lot of armies and villains and stuff, but I mean, time travel is kind of a big
He's
deal.
been to Cobra Law.
Cobra Law.
I'm telling you, man.
Gaz, what was your favorite other than Hedge Force beachhead leather neck and wetsuit?
I loved it when Sarge just walked up with the log and he's like this, and he just dropped it. He's going. I would rather, you know what? Come to say that, I love the Kevin Sorbo Hercules show, but if you threw
I was
Sarge
just
in
thinking that, yeah.
it'd have been perfect. I think that's it. That's my favorite part of the show. Yeah.
There's a recreation for Gaz right there.
I was gonna say, look,
nailed it.
Love it.
I guess that's a Hedge Force tie-in too. He was carrying a big stick, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Camouflage.
Every episode we do,
there.
to let Kelly in on the in joke, it seems like every episode we do something to do with hiding a vehicle in shrubbery or sticks. So we came up with a line called Hedge Force, because in G.I. Joe they would do recolors of vehicles. Like your dad's tank right here was the Triple T, and they recolored it black and just called it Night Force, right? So we saw an episode where they put some shrubs on a tank, and we're like, that's Hedge Force right there. They could easily.
It was shrubs on a tank in the middle of the desert. So
in the desert,
big
in the
bush.
desert, and no one could find it. And it was your dad doing it, interestingly enough.
He told it was camouflage, and it was like, yep.
And he told everyone else too, you can't see that tank. Hey, listen, sir, yes, sir. The enemy's saluting him, yes, sir.
Love it. Love it.
Zaz, what's your favorite part of this episode?
Look, from start to finish, anything with the Sarge is great. You get the Sarge at the beginning with the intro, the Triple T. You get Sarge lifting logs, doing all the Hercules stuff, running in with all those soldiers behind him. He probably didn't even know they were there. He doesn't need them, but yeah, it's all good stuff.
He looks over, back off another 10, boys. I don't need you. You're cramping my style.
Yeah. When did you guys show up?
All right, awesome. Well, thanks everyone for joining me for this cartoon commentary.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. And end of the show plugs. Check out Kelly on Slaughter Daughter on her YouTube channel. When are you going to be doing another chat with your pop on there?
Oh, I know. People have been asking me. I think we need to do maybe another Halloween episode, but I don't know what to talk about because we already talked about our haunted house. So maybe we'll do another. My goal at the beginning of every year is to do one episode a month. And I think we end up doing 2 and then we just stop.
Yeah.
But I do need to do another show. It's been a while.
Yeah.
How about Sarge's Halloween stories?
As a kid,
that's a good one, guys.
What spooked the Sarge and how we overcame it?
Nothing. He'll just sit there, arms crossed. Nothing spooked me, and that's it. It's 60 minutes of silence. Everyone just sit there. Nothing.
I'd still watch it.
Great story, actually, from when he was little. That's a good idea, Gaz, because he does have a really good story from when he was young and getting scared because his mom would take him shopping, and while she was shopping, she would give him a nickel and tell him to go watch a movie at the movie theater while she shopped. And he didn't know that the movie was Frankenstein. So he went in there and watched Frankenstein as a little boy. too young to be watching Frankenstein, and it scared him pretty bad, and like the after effects of that. So that would be a good thing. So thanks, Gaz. Thanks for
Yeah.
the idea of my next show.
Good idea. Good idea. And Gazz
Looking
Xaz,
forward to it.
what's up next for Gazz and Xaz over on Xazyl's Clubhouse?
I'm not sure. What are we talking about next, Xaz?
None of your.
Well, I think we were going to do something to do with, because Hans had some ghost stories he wanted to tell.
Oh, that's right.
It's a good one.
So we're going to try and do something to tie in for Halloween also. But we've got STS for short. We won't say the full title of the show. We've got STS for short. We've also got Is That Any of Your Toy Biz? And we've got O-Ring of Bells. We've got a few different shows if you want to come check it out. Check it out one time, won't you?
Yeah. Check them out. Links down in the show notes. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks again to Gazz, Xaz, and Kelly for joining me on this one. And until next time, Yo,
Joe!
Staying up in there.
You gotta go like this and then push it up with your hand.
Oh yeah.
What's the matter? Surprised I went to college?